exciting news from the zoo. Antwerp Zoo sits proudly at the heart of the Belgian city of Antwerp. Its 19th century buildings and its broad collection of animals lure thousands of visitors each year. Here, we see some American flamingos bathe in the sunlight of a quiet Flemish afternoon. The zoo is also home to the rare and elusive Okapi, a marvelous creature native to the Congo. One might think they are in Egypt when next to this faithful recreation of an Egyptian temple, but nothing is less true. Visit Antwerp Zoo and you might catch a glimpse of these enormous wonders of creation.
I hope you liked that little bit there. Someone suggested it in a voice call, and given the whole 19th century zoo thing, I thought it would be fun to do that bit. But yeah, if you haven't noticed it yet, the channel recently hit 500 subscribers, and it kind of took me by surprise. And I wanted to make this video or this zoo tour of the Antwerp Zoo recreation as kind of a celebration for that landmark, I should say, or that important history part of history of the channel. So, of course, we are here with the at the entrance, the zoo entrance. It's the first thing I ever built in the zoo recreation. Now, I should say at first it didn't look as good as it is now, because of course we didn't have billboards, but now we do. And look at these amazing mosaics, directly taken from, of course, pictures from the actual zoo entrance. So yeah, with the Jardin Zoologique and Dierentuin, French and Dutch for zoo right there. Of course, when you would be on the square here, you would have the magnificent Antwerp Central Station, the train station. I do intend on building it, but I'm kind of afraid that I won't have enough space, because the building or the train station is actually humongous. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Sorry if I'm kind of speeding through this, but I don't want this video to be too long. Yeah, over here we have a little gift shop. Using mostly workshop items for gift shops. We'll return to that building in later in the video, but of course that's the historical entrance over there. But if you want to have the actual entrance, you have to go all the way through here, and this is where the current entrance to the Antwerp Zoo is. So they will check your tickets here, and then you are free to explore the Antwerp Zoo. Now, I do have this little sign over here with the timetable of when all the feedings are happening, when all the shows and stuff like that are happening, and of course a map of the Antwerp Zoo. Now, I don't think this is the most accurate or most recent map, because well, it still has sea lions over here. Well, they are currently over where that seal is lying there. Of course, this whole entire area is closed up because they are renovating. But yeah, we will kind of go from the entrance over here to the monkey building there. I'll take you to the koala building, see the okapis, then go through the great ape building, but we'll see the penguins on our way, the gorillas, and then we'll go through there, the Savannah aviary. Then we'll have a look at the Savannah, of course the Egyptian temple, and then we'll kind of I don't know, because I skipped some animals over here, but yeah, go by the Egyptian temple, see the elephants, and then we will return, I think, back to the penguins, the bird palace, the sun or the spectacled bears we have there, and the sea lions, and then last but not least probably the flamingos, even though the flamingos are right there and are probably the first animals you'd see when you visit the zoo. Kind of want to finish on them, but yeah, over here we have the capucin monkeys, which should be spider monkeys, black spider monkeys, but yeah, we don't have a mod for them yet, so that's why we currently have these guys over here. They have a nice little outside viewing area as well as an inside viewing area. Of course, I still have to finish this off, There's actually a whole other area over here with butterflies, and it's like a greenhouse in here. But yeah, I haven't done that yet because I haven't gotten the chance yet to actually visit that due to COVID. But over here we do have the inside viewing area for the capucin monkeys. They are not inside right now, but yeah, they are able to go in here. Oh, there we have one. Perfect. Yeah, so they are able to get in here, and they are actually able to get in here as well. As you can see, they kind of glitched through the wall. They are able to get in both of these places. Now I do not have any monkeys over on this side yet, because, well, I don't have any, or I don't think I have any mods for that yet. But yeah, this is one of the points that might change in the future, even for Antwerp Zoo, because new changes in legislation will require monkeys or certain species of monkeys to have outside areas as well, and this does not allow that. So yeah, so it's highly likely that this will eventually disappear within 5 to 10 years or something. Okay, over here we have the inside viewing area for the mandrels, which are currently not here. So there's not much point in showing that because they are outside, of course. There's a little bit of dead space over here. Yeah, over here we have the mandrels. They are enjoying the sun. Belgian sun over here. Do have this sign from the actual zoo in here. If you want to pause the video and read it, you can, but I won't read it out. Kind of want to make this video not like an hour long or something. I do use I do use signs like this, like based on the actual Antwerp Zoo signs, of course in Dutch, English and French, because we want to inform and educate as many nationalities as we want. And you'll see these dotted around the zoo, even though I might not have done them for more recent editions such as the elephants or the giraffes and stuff like that. But yeah, let us quickly go over here. This little building over here currently has pangolins in it. Where are they? They are there, or one of them is there. But in the actual Antwerp Zoo, these are North American porcupines. And given that we still don't have the mod for those, I'm kind of forced to use another small animal like the pangolin. But yeah, I'm excited because I do know there is a mod in the works for a porcupine. Might not be the North American one, but still. Then over here we have the Flemish garden. It's like a 19th century recreation of, or interpretation of, what a Renaissance Flemish or Low Countries Renaissance building would look like. It's one of my favorite areas in the zoo. And there's also, if I go in here, there's also this little area where you can eat, and if you go out here you can have your picnic over here and stuff like that. So yeah, over here we have the old kangaroo building, which is currently used for koalas. As you can see over here, there's one there, and the other one is probably over here. Yeah, over there, a bit glitched out position. Where is it? Over there. The sun is kind of making it hard for me to see them, but yeah, we have of course the sign for them as well. I also want to add the tree kangaroo when that is finally done over here. But yeah, right now there's still a problem with koalas that don't allow us to make new species mods based on them. Then over here we have the parrot aviaries and one of the Okapi enclosures, but okay, they're apparently inside, so we don't see them that much. Yeah, over here we have just these, like, I think Drag made these like macaws and hyacinth macaws and stuff like that. But in one of my last videos I put the great curassow in the bird palace all the way over there. It turns out they have actually moved them in here with the hyacinth macaws, but the hyacinth macaws didn't really like the company, so they had to separate them and actually put in something here, or I don't know if it's there. Yeah, they had to separate them so I might have to change, or I will change that actually sometime in the future. I know I say that a lot, that I will change something in the future, but I will show you something later on that I did actually change from when I first built it. Over here we have our first little look into the Great Ape Valley with our chimps, but I won't stay here for long because I want to show you something else over here. You can actually go inside here. This connects like that area to the Great Ape building, but before you get there, there's this nice little like in between little, I don't know how to call it, but like a stable for the Okapis. And we are so lucky, there's actually one, well, not entering but standing in the doorway, and that's enough for me. Honestly, let the animals do what they want to do, but it's so lucky that we were able to spot that. But if you're lucky in Antwerp Zoo when you visit, and you're lucky enough to see them enter this, yeah, it's so cool to see them up close, because all the other viewing areas are kinda from far away, and this is actually really up close. Yeah, again, another sign based on the Antwerp Zoo signs here. I do need to add one for the red forest duiker, which is also in this habitat. We'll probably see that one once we get outside. Yeah, over here we have an inside viewing into the chimps, something smelly over there apparently. Yeah, this is not finished yet. Kinda need to visit the zoo again and have a detailed look at how this looks. But over on this wall there should be elephant shoes, but because we don't have those, I just have like boarded up exhibits and stuff like that. So yeah, let's take this path. Visitors like to stand here even though it's just a hedge, but yeah, the snaky path over here. Over here we have the African penguins. Now of course when I built this I used king penguins, then when the mod came out for African penguins I added those, but now once we have the Africa pack, I'm so happy we have these guys. Like, look at them swim. They are so gorgeous. They have these little breeding rocks or breeding grounds. Look really cool, I think. Gives them also a bit of privacy, because I think out of all the animals these are the ones you can get closest to, and if you're stupid or I don't know, if you're stupid enough to actually try and touch them, I don't think it's allowed. But right now I think there's also netting over this entire habitat, because there's a red fox apparently on the loose, a wild fox in the zoo, and it's threatening all these smaller animals such as the African penguins or the koi poos, which are currently temporarily housed in the hippo building because of the fox. Yeah, over here we have like there should be pied avocets in here and other birds, but yeah, we don't have those, so I just use these seagull pieces. And if we turn our attention to this habitat, so that building over there, that's where the inside viewing area was for the okapis. So this connects to this habitat. Turns out the red forest duikers are currently not outside, but that's perfectly fine. If you want to see them, you can always like watch my other videos. I'm sure they pop up in one of them. Like especially my mod showcase I did, was it last week? Oh, there's one in the background. Okay, you saw it. You saw it run, right? Okay, but we have two okapis over here, and then we actually have two more over here. Looks like this one is sleeping in the sun, the other one is inside. So yeah, we have this beautiful historical building, this Moorish temple. One of my favorite buildings I made for this zoo. Not only because the okapi is my favorite animal, but also because I think it's a really nice use of different pieces, different things, and it captures the essence of the building. Like I made all of this before we had the Africa pack, which added like actual tiles and stuff. I kind of want to keep this like I originally built it, because I think it still looks fine, even though we could have like better pieces for it. But yeah, we have an actual sign here again from the zoo about Ubundi, one of the male I think, yeah, it's a male. One of the male Okapis that was born. It's probably a bit older now. Yeah, born in 2019, so 2 years old now. Because Antwerp Zoo is actually like the coordinator of the Okapi breeding program in Europe. That's why they have so many, that's why they spend so much attention, spend so much time on their Okapi habitats. You have a nice little look at the forest duikers over there. They are so tiny, and then they stand back all the way there in habitat. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see them, but with this awesome first-person mod, you can have a good look at them. Over here we have, of course, the American flamingos. Now this is an amazing mod by Leaf, one of his flamingo mods. I do recommend you check those out because they are amazing. They really add a bit of a variety to the animal most zoos use as like their entrance animal, like the first animal you see. And instead of always having the same flamingo species, you can mix it up a bit and like use other species. So yeah, we are using the American flamingo. So we go back here along this path, and then over here we can have a look inside of our Great Ape building at the chimps. That's their inside area. You can go in between here. There should be some signs over here that I haven't done yet about like enrichment and stuff like that. And on this side we have the gorillas. The gorillas right now are one of the star attractions of the Antwerp Zoo, not only because they are the only zoo in the world with an eastern lowland gorilla, but also because they recently had a birth, and there's now two, well, there's a toddler that was already there, and there's also a baby, and they like to play together, and it attracts quite a many like zoo enthusiasts and stuff like that, or just even regular people who want to see the animals. Over here we have a little playground area and a restaurant over there. The playground is made by just Goran, I think, from the workshop. I was a bit too lazy to build something myself, and I also had a lot of time, or I needed quite some time for this historical building over here with its thatched roof. That's still a pain. Like, Frontier should add more thatched pieces. There's not much variety, but yeah, over here we also have an outside area for the gorillas, and if you go to the restaurant you actually have quite a nice view on them while you wait in line. Then we also have, if you go through here, now this is the point probably in the series where I didn't have custom made signs anymore, but we can have another view or another look into the chimp habitat here, the outside area. So they come through those gates there and they are able to get in here. Now there should be netting on top of all this, but I am kind of still waiting on Frontier to make an aviary pack with netting, or an easy way to add nets that have like triangular shapes and stuff, because it's gonna be time consuming if I have to do that myself. But without further ado, let's continue. I don't want this video, as I said, to last like more than an hour. If you want detailed looks, you can always check out the individual videos of all of these areas that I made. But yeah, over here we have like this underground area, and in my video where I built this I kind of speculated like they could do something more with this, put actual animals in here. Like they got rid of their Nocturama, their night house, but they could maybe try and do something in here with night animals, maybe bats or something. But yeah, you have this nice little view into the Savannah aviary with the Cape buffaloes in here, of course. This is a walkthrough habitat. Now you aren't able to get to the Cape buffaloes and they aren't able to get to you. But the reason this is walkthrough is because of all the birds that are in here. Now of course we don't have that many birds mods, or birds in the base game for that matter. But I did have helmeted guinea fowl and vulturine guinea fowl in here. But the helmeted guinea fowl mod hasn't been updated yet. Oh. And the vulturine guinea fowl is actually in another aviary in the Antwerp Zoo, so I decided to leave them out and just have the Cape buffaloes in here. Now signs are not finished for this part, but yeah, I really like this little pond area. I could put some ducks in here. There are a lot of bird species in here, like vultures and ibises and what else is there? Like a hamerkop, that's one of my favorite birds that's in here. I'll try and remember to put a picture on screen. But a hamerkop literally translates into English as hammer head. It's a bird and its head looks like a hammer. So it's quite a beautiful looking bird. But yeah, this is supposed to be like the aviary where they can fly around and stuff. And if we exit through here, we so you can view, I actually put a vista point there to attract more people to this. But is my okay? Where the reflection? Because I don't think plaster is reflective, but somehow this is. Okay. Anyways, we have our nice little view in here into the savannah. Now the savannah is one of those enclosures that kind of stands out in Antwerp Zoo, because most of the enclosures in Antwerp Zoo are quite small, and this is kind of a big contrast to that, with this nice open, well, not necessarily small, but like enclosed, and this is just open, not many things blocking your view except for these giant giraffes. Like, even though they are so far in the distance, they look taller than a building almost. Yeah, I know, that was funny, right? Anyways, there's different like viewing spots where you can look at them. But as you walk back along this path, you can have like glimpses of the Egyptian temple. But the Egyptian temple really comes into its full glory like as you turn this corner. And if you want to have a good look at it, you should really stand over here. So this is one of my, like, if I say so myself, my most accurate or my most beautiful recreation buildings. I of course used billboards for all of these images on the Egyptian temple, and for these pillars I used a panda statue to look like a pharaoh, which is still my favorite thing. Like, it's just so funny to see a panda face as a pharaoh. But yeah, you can see the skeleton of the first elephant in there. I talked about that in my video about the Indian elephants. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go through this a bit faster because I of course showed this in the video for the Indian elephants already. Yeah, this I did some work on here in between recordings, but yeah, one of my favorite areas right now in my recreation. Just of course not finished at all, but this little bridge and this pond over it, or this pond beneath it, and this fence already adds such an atmosphere with the willow trees, and it's just such a nice area. And once there are ducks in here, I can imagine it looking really nice. But yeah, you can go here, take this, let's just take this path because it's quicker, and up here you have a nice little view again of the Egyptian temple and the elephants, which are now in the water, which they refused to do in my video, my last video. But yeah, they are so majestic. I suggest you check out my video where I built this, because I stayed there for a longer time, and right now I'm just rushing through because I kind of showed all of this. Now I won't show you what's over there because I kind of already, as you can see that tree over there, I kind of already built some things for next episode and I don't want to spoil it. So let's just skip through this now the bird building I also showed off in a recent video, so I won't revisit that. Only thing I want to show is, because I think I didn't show this in that video, but yeah, of course you can walk that path through here. But these are peafowls over here, peacocks and peafowls. They are not here in Antwerp Zoo, but I kind of put them in here because I didn't have any other birds at the time. Yeah, so bird mods really exciting. Even though we didn't have that many as of yet, I still hope that like someone like Bongo, Hardwood, or who else was making them? I think Rihanna or something. We'll make more of them, and we'll make like birds that are actually in the Antwerp Zoo. But over here, more bird stuff, bird cages. And then here we have spectacled bears. Mod is still not updated, so I still have sun bears in here. Where is she? I don't see her. Or am I blind? Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. Really small bears if you think about it. Like, don't look that big. But spectacled bears aren't really big as well. So yeah, we have those. I think that's the female, and then over here we have the male. Ooh, of course I can't see over this wall. Yeah, we have the male over here. A really cool area if you ask me, but right now it's like a temporary playground because they are working on this building. Now of course in my recreation I built this as if it was finished according to the master plan, but we already know now that the master plan will not be followed anymore because they are getting rid of the sea lions actually. But yeah, the sea lions, they actually deep dive now. They are not broken anymore. Come on. I'm talking about you deep diving and you stay at the surface. Come on. But yeah, over here, this one. Maybe? Okay, no, that one. Let's just follow that one. Yeah. So they have this giant tank with an inside and outside area. But let's go upstairs because that's the more exciting part I want to talk about. All these people just standing here looking at a wall, of course. Because I redid this entire area. I redid this entire interior. I wasn't happy with how it looked, and it wasn't accurate to what the actual master plan intended. I was confused from the images they had. I thought they had an open roof, but they just have like this glass window gallery. I put in some shutters over there so they can close at night or something. But yeah, I was able with the free build mod to put the entrance on the bottom beneath those rocks, which allowed me to raise the water level, which basically meant that there wasn't a huge height difference between the platform and the water. But yeah, it looks so much better now. The sea lions are able to deep dive. It's just so much better with this like with this roof, and I'll show it in a bit from the outside, but yeah. And then of course you can walk on the skywalk over here. You can have a look at the sea lions over here. But down below there you have the red pandas. Now the red pandas right now aren't actually in Antwerp Zoo anymore. I think this is now a dik-dik habitat, so I will change that, even though I spent so much time on this climbing structure. But yeah, I will remove the red pandas. Let me just jump down here. I did have a sign for them, but yeah, they're not in Antwerp Zoo anymore. So that was kinda that area. I think I finished. Yeah, I actually showed all of what I wanted to show. Oh, there's a visitor. Oh, Trico is visiting. Let's see. Trico, are you having a great time? No, you're thirsty, even though you're eating ice cream. Okay, so a nice little cameo there. Oh. So yeah, the roof of the building, the Jubilee building as it is called, I completely redid it, and it is so much better. So yeah, that's the kind of things I'm talking about when I say I will do that later, or I will change that in the future. It just means I need a little bit of time. I need a little bit of like inspiration, or just some time to improve stuff that I kind of did in a hurry. And it just looks so much better. I'm so happy I did this yesterday, and oh my goodness, I'm just so happy with how it turned out. But yeah, I'm so happy with where we are now with the channel, with the recreation and stuff like that. And I'm so excited for what the future will bring, not only for Planet Zoo in general, like what DLCs will get and stuff like that, but also like how many people will find this and share their thoughts and opinions, because I really appreciate those, and like for feedback and stuff. It's always really useful to have feedback for these kinds of projects. But yeah, we still, okay, I was kind of spoiling that that area over there, but yeah, you can see it in the distance, that I already did some stuff there. But we still have, like, I would say a third of the zoo to go, with still some headliners like the lions, who recently had lion cups, the tiger area that they are planning to do, the reptile building, the kangaroos. So there's still a lot of stuff, a lot of exciting stuff to do. Of course the hippos, don't forget the hippos. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I hope you are as well. And if you want to see more of like certain buildings in here that I kind of rushed through, be sure to check out like the playlist, the Planet Zoo playlist and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you in a next video, and I hope you enjoyed this little celebration tour I did. See you next time. Bye.